The sun was setting over a busy marketplace, where the air was filled with the sound of honking rickshaws, chatter from shoppers, and the sizzling aroma of street food. But in the middle of all this noise and excitement stood one man who cared only about one thing: money. His name was Ramesh. People called him the greedy Chaat Seller. From morning to night, Ramesh worked behind his food stall, serving spicy chaat, tangy golgappas, and crispy samosas. His stall always had a crowd, mostly because his food tasted good. But Ramesh didn't care about taste, or cleanliness, or even people. He cared only about earning more and more money. Every plate he served was smaller than before, but the price kept rising. Every customer who complained was told, "If you don't like it, go somewhere else." Yet people still came, because Ramesh's stall was the closest and most famous. One evening, as the marketplace grew louder, a young boy approached the stall. His clothes were old, his face tired, and he carried a little tin box in his hand, full of coins he earned by polishing shoes. He looked at the chaat with hopeful eyes. "Uncle," the boy said softly, "I'm very hungry. Can I have one small plate of chaat? I have only 8 rupees. Ramesh didn't even look at him. 8 rupees. My chaat is 50. Go away." The boy lowered his eyes and stepped back. But his hunger didn't step back with him. He watched the customers being served. Every time someone ordered, the boy's eyes followed the plate. Finally, he gathered courage and said again, "Uncle, please, just a little. I haven't eaten since morning." Ramesh slammed his spoon on the counter. "I said go away. I don't give discounts. I don't give free food. I'm here to make money, not to run charity." Everyone around fell silent for a moment. A few customers looked at the boy with sympathy, but they didn't say anything. They were in a hurry, and besides, it wasn't their problem. The boy turned around and walked away slowly. But he didn't go far. He sat under a nearby tree, hugging his empty stomach. Time passed. The sky grew darker, and something unexpected began. A heavy wind blew across the marketplace. Clouds gathered fast. Within minutes, rain came pouring down like a waterfall. People rushed to close their shops, grabbed plastic sheets, and ran home. Ramesh, on the other hand, panicked. "Oh no, my stall. My food. My money," he yelled, trying to cover everything with an old tarpaulin. But the rain was too strong. The wind blew away his plastic sheet. Buckets of water splashed into his chaat bowls. The spicy chutneys spilled. The samosas became soggy. His entire day's work, ruined. "No, no, no," Ramesh cried as his stall trembled in the storm. And that's when he noticed something. Someone was helping him. 2 small hands held the other end of the plastic sheet, pulling it down to protect the stall. Ramesh turned and saw the same little boy, the one he had shouted at. Why are you here?" Ramesh asked in shock. The boy's hair was wet, his clothes stuck to his skin, and he was shivering. But he still held the sheet firmly. "You were alone," the boy said. "I thought you needed help." Ramesh couldn't speak. The boy had no food, no money, yet he was helping the very man who had refused him even a spoon of chaat. Together, they covered the stall as best as they could. The rain finally slowed, then stopped. Ramesh looked around at the mess. Half his ingredients were ruined. His earnings for the day had disappeared. He sat on a wooden crate, exhausted. The boy stood quietly, not expecting anything. After a long silence, Ramesh finally spoke, his voice softer than ever before. "Why did you help me, son? I was rude to you." The boy gave a tiny smile. "My mother used to say, when you see someone in trouble, you should help. Even if they didn't help you." Ramesh felt something heavy in his chest. Guilt, maybe, or realization. For years, he had chased money, ignored kindness, and pushed away people. But tonight, a hungry child had shown him what humanity looked like. He slowly stood up and said, "Wait here." From inside the stall, Ramesh picked up whatever food was still dry, some boiled potatoes, crispy papra, a little chutney. He mixed everything into a fresh, warm plate of chaat. Then he placed it gently in the boy's hands. "Here, eat." The boy's eyes widened with surprise. "For me?" "Yes," Ramesh said softly. "For you. And tomorrow, come again. I'll make you breakfast too." The boy sat on the wooden crate and ate as if he hadn't eaten in days. Ramesh watched him quietly. In that moment, something inside him changed. He realized that sometimes, the richest moments in life come from acts of kindness, not from counting money. That night, for the first time in years, Ramesh closed his stall early and walked home with a peaceful heart. The marketplace was silent now, with tiny puddles shining under the streetlights. Ramesh took a deep breath, feeling lighter, calmer. He whispered to himself. Maybe, this is the beginning of something new.